The Three T's by Henry R. Cuppen. Da 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 da!
Tim, get in the car. The Hortons were going to the bike park today to try a new ramp they just put in. When they got there, it was packed. They went to where the big ramp was. It was bigger than Tim's dad. When they got to the top of the ramp, Miss Horton said, "I will wait at the bottom," and went down. Mr. Horton went down and stuck the landing. Now it was Tim's turn to go down the ramp. He turned left and right. He went up and down. He flew off the ramp and almost made the landing. Mr. Horton was the only one to make the jump. After that, the Hortons did the things they always do. A few years passed, and now Tim got a baby sister named Trish Horton. And, well, it might be a long time till we can go to the bike park, Tim, said Mrs. Horton. Mr. Horton said, "You will either go to the park alone or play outside with your friends." Tim replied and said, I will start playing outside and then see if I want to change my mind. The next day, Tim was out before 9:30. Tim said, "Okay, first house." Ding dong. None of the people answered. Then the second. Ding dong. No one came. House after house, no one would answer. Then Tim got to the last house on the street. He took a big breath. Ding dong. A few seconds passed. Then, "Hello," said a man. Tim said, "Hi, can anyone play?" The man said, "They're all out back." When Tim got back there, he said it. Every kid in the street was back there. Then, whack! Tim was hit with a big green playground ball. One of the kids playing named Frank said, "Time out," making a T with his hands. He also said, "Are you okay?" Tim said, "Yeah, can I play?" All the kids agreed and yelled, "Yeah!" Tim said, I will go fourth." 3 kids went, all getting a single. Tim yelled, "Let's go!" raising his hands. Tim saw the ball getting closer and closer. Then the ball ricocheted off Tim's foot. The ball flew through the air, and all the outfielders jumped to safety. They all yelled, "Grand slam!" Frank said, "You should play more often." Tim said, "Yeah." "Do you want to play basketball?" Frank asked. "Where?" Tim said, "At my house." Frank, time for dinner," Frank said. "Oh, it's time for dinner. Bye." Mrs. Horton said, Time to eat." Tim replied, "Coming, Mom." Tim was excited for dinner because they were having chili tonight. Tim had 3 servings of chili that night. Today, Tim told his parents that he was going to the bike park. When he got there, he saw that there were not a lot of people at the park. 5, 10, 15 people. Then a bunch of bikers came flying down the hill. Vroom! He thought he should wait for them to get off, but instead, he went for the big ramp. This ramp was taller than him. He walked all the way to the top. He saw a lot of kids missing the ramp. That did not help the feeling of going off it. Tim stood at the top and said, "You're going down, you big old ramp." Tim gave the ramp a death stare. A guy nearby said, "Are you going or not?" Tim said, yeah." Tim was not ready for what was about to happen to him. Tim said, "Here we go." Ah! Tim turned left and right. He went up and down. Then Tim turned a corner, and there it was, the big old ramp. He saw it and thought of what brought him to this moment. He went off the ramp, then one wheel landed. He waited for the back wheel, and then the back. Thud. "Yes, I made the jump," he celebrated. In Tim's head, he thought about doing more, but he went to take a break instead. Tim said, "Let's see if I can make a connection with someone here." So Tim looked through the crowd and tried to find a connection with someone. He found a kid over in the corner and thought that he and Tim could make a good connection. Tim said, "Hi, my name is Tim. What's yours?" The kid said, "I'm Tom Horton." Tim said, "Your last name is Horton?" "Yeah," said Tom. Tim said, "My last name is Horton." He also asked, "Where do you live?" Tom replied, "I'm an orphan. The Hortons got rid of me when they saw me, so now I'm an orphan." Tim said, Well, let's not waste time. Let's go tell my mom and dad. Yeah, said Tom. They hopped on their bikes and took a ride to the Hortons' house. Meanwhile, at the Hortons' house, Mr. and Mrs. Hortons were watching TV when, "Do not change the channel! There's a big storm rolling in. Stay inside and don't leave!" Mrs. Horton shrieked, "Tim!" Tim and Tom ran screaming. "Mom, Mom, Mom!" Tim said. "Miss Horton, Miss Horton, Miss Horton, Mrs. Horton," said Tom. Miss Horton said, "Tim, get in!" Tim said, "Why?" "There's a storm coming," said Mrs. Horton. Tim said, "There is?" Mrs. Horton said, "Are you blind?" No, said Tim. "Well, get inside," said Mrs. Horton. When they got in, Mr. Horton asked, "Who's the friend you brought back?" Tim said, "This is Tom Horton. The kid you sent to the orphanage?" Mr. and Mrs. Horton said, "Tom, is that you?" Tom said, "Yeah, it's me." So in a few weeks, Mr. and Mrs. Horton adopted Tom Horton, and they lived together just like a family. Beep, beep, beep. "Good morning, Tim," said Mrs. Horton. Tim said, "No!" It was all just a dream. A few years later, Tim was now in the process of building his new restaurant, Tim Hortons. He was so excited because across the street was a donut shop. When Tim woke up the next day, he went to the build site, but when he got there, it was already time to move in the stuff. "Wow, it's beautiful," said Tim. A few minutes later, the truck with all of his things came, and so they moved in. One day at lunch, Tim went to the donut shop and ordered for the whole staff at Tim Hortons. When he saw the name tag saying Tom, Tim thought to ask what his last name was. "Sorry, but what's your last name?" Tim said. The guy said, "My last name is Hortus." "Why?" Tim said. "Never mind," and ran back to Tim Hortons. "You forgot your donut?" Never mind. From that dream on, whenever Tim heard the name Tom, he would ask what their last name was. And that was how Tim invented Tim Hortons. The end.